He says, teacher, I want to go to the second bench. Teacher also knows that it is a nursery class. Therefore, come on, go better, go ahead. So he is going to second bench for some time, then third bench, then girl side also, this side, that side. But he is in the class. There you should not say the word position of that boy. What you have to say? Probability of finding that boy in the classroom. Chance of finding, right? So that word chance of finding and probability of finding word is more, very much meaningful when I discuss two fellows, which we have done already. One is Mr. De Broglie and another one is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Please write down full forms. I am somewhat lazy, therefore I'll write like this. You please write down full forms. So if you're having de Broglie's equation and Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, then we are having double role, right? Wave character as well as particle character. Therefore, we can say, sir, we are having both particle and wave nature. Now, once you're having dual nature, double role of the microscopic particles which are in motion, then there will be a big question comes in front of you. Sir, when I accepted particle character, I have a calculation of radius. Yes, we have done calculation of velocity, energy, frequency, time period. All such calculations are possible whenever we are discussing particle character. But now you are changing the method of discussing. Sir, you are saying it is having wave character also. Then how do you proceed to understand the behavior of electron in terms of wave nature? That is our today's question. Today's our question to discuss is how do you explain the behavior of electron in terms of wave character? But that is true only when we are having particle character, but now we are having wave character also. Therefore, we should not use the language radius, probable distance of electron. We should not use the word locating electron, probability of finding an electron, chance of finding electron. To explain chance or probability of finding an electron, in terms of wave character, a new branch of science has been developed, both physics and chemistry. That branch is known as quantum mechanics. Some people say wave mechanics. It is a very huge topic. We have taken in our syllabus, we have very small thing. That means we are actually nursery students of quantum mechanics. Simply nursery student, A for apple, B for ball. Simply that much we are learning here in this case. And for that much, we are having 4 marks chance to enjoy. So remember that one. So wave mechanics or quantum mechanics was developed to explain the behavior of electron in three-dimensional space in terms of wave motion. For that purpose, the first person who came into picture is that fellow was Schrodinger. Yes. And we are having discussion of only one thing known as Schrodinger's wave equation. We take only this part and then we'll try to enjoy something so that we can get marks. Come on. What he suggested, he considered the motion of electron, three-dimensional motion of wave motion of electron as a stationary wave. Go back to your 10th class sound chapter. You said longitudinal waves and progressive waves, stationary waves, troughs, crests, right? Nodes, antinodes, all those points that are there. And when we are discussing this, I think those words will be ringing in your mind. Okay. Now, he proposed one equation known as Schrodinger's wave equation to explain Schrodinger proposed a second order differential equation as, take care of this, learn the way of writing and way of pronunciation. Dou square psi, this is like this. This is psi. P is silent here. We call it as alpha, beta, gamma, as you say. This is psi. Psi. Dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square plus 8 pi square m by h square into e minus u into psi is equal to 0. This is known as Schrodinger's equation. Our job is to in this, then come on, sir, what is the meaning of each part of this equation? Very simply, come on, one by one. E is called total energy. This is called potential energy. Eight number, pi square in number, mass of electron, our old friend Mr. Planck's constant. Right, now come to this one, psi. You may have a question, sir, what is this psi? Right, our job is to understand what is psi and what is the meaning of psi. Come on, come here, we'll discuss like this. Psi, this psi is known as, number one, name. This is called wave function. Wave function. This indicates, significances indicates amplitude of electron wave. Amplitude of electron wave. Now, please keep in your mind what is our intention of this topic. Probability, chance of finding electron. Now, if I am talking about psi, then psi is wave function. Sir, how does it indicate chance of finding electron? Yes, it is indicating amplitude of electron wave. Okay. Sir, what is the meaning of amplitude of electron wave? Go back to your 10th class. What we have said, if suppose we have wave motion, then we say something like this. What is the what is amplitude? Maximum displacement of particle from its mean position. So if you say maximum displacement, you are able to understand where the particle is present, but you cannot locate it because It may be here, it may be here, it may be here. We have different values of amplitude. Are you able to understand the point? Probability. As we are having three-dimensional space, there is a movement, right? Probability is large, probability is small, like this. And here we are having a point. This is also maximum probability. Here we are having a point. What do you say, sir? This is the point where displacement of particle is zero, amplitude is zero, right? That means if you are talking about psi as to use a parameter to know the probability of finding electron, it's very simple, sir, because psi is positive. That space where psi is positive, electron is present. Amplitude is having positive value, electron is present. No, no, sir, psi is zero. Okay, it means that place, that space, that point, that plane where there is no chance of finding electron, that is given psi is equal to zero. Very good, sir. We got our job finished. What my job is to understand chance of finding electron, and psi is very useful for us to understand the probability of finding electron, right? But there is a problem. What is the problem? Psi is positive. I am very happy because I know the space where there is a chance of finding electron. Psi is zero. I am very happy because I know the space where there is no chance of finding electron. Psi is zero. I am very happy because I know the space where there is a chance of finding electron. Psi is zero. I am very happy because I know the space where there is no chance of finding electron. Psi is zero. I am very happy because I know the space where there is a chance of finding electron. Psi is zero. I am very happy because I know the space where there is no chance of finding electron. What is my job? My job is to find out my job. My job is to friend's house and knocked the door, and one small boy came out and he said, "Daddy is available. He is coming. Please wait." You are very happy because psi is positive. There is a chance and probability of finding electron. Second day, once you knock the door, that boy said the daddy is not available at home. You are very happy because the sentence is meaningful. Daddy's electron is not available in that particular space. One fine day when you knock the door, that innocent boy came outside. He says, "Daddy is saying that daddy is not in the house." Then you have some doubtful discussion, sir. Oh, I mean, that boy is very innocent and fair heart. There is no chance of finding electron. He is not in the house. Then you have some discussion. Clearly position. Therefore, we say, okay, go. Right? Psi is not suitable. Let us go for some other property. Are you able to understand? Yes. Psi is not suitable. Psi is positive. Psi is zero. And if suppose, for example, someone is saying, uh, if someone is saying psi is less than zero, then there is not a meaningful job. Meaningful job is not available, so it does not provide proper information. Very good. Now the question comes, sir, what to do? Nothing is to be done. I have to search for a new parameter which can help me to understand this point. For that purpose, we'll go for another parameter. What is that parameter? We'll discuss. First, write down this, then we'll proceed. Down the page and write down a new thing. What is that? Schrodinger's equation. Is it over? Fine. Now the problem is, sir, how to go for this one, that psi is more than 0, equal to 0, less than 0. If it is less than 0, not possible, then how to proceed further? So please try to concentrate on the present subject. Otherwise, please go out of my classroom. Please, right? Leave it. Better you leave it. Otherwise, concentrate on the topic, regarding question paper, regarding key and all those things. You please discuss with in charge. I don't answer any doubts now, right? I was very happy to answer you, but you are unnecessary wasting your time. अब यहाँ समझ में नहीं आया तो आपको डाउट्स आएंगे, डाउट्स नहीं आएंगे तो क्वेश्चन पेपर नहीं कर सकेंगे, बजाय उसके आराम से क्लास के बाहर निकल जाइए, बेटर होता है, एंजॉय कीजिए. To avoid the problem of psi less than 0, people started at saying, come on, let us go psi square. And they have defined another property. What is that? Psi square. Now, before going to psi square, come on, here I said E, yes, I got it. U, yes, I got it. Psi. If you know this statement, then there is a possibility of question, mains examination, there is a possibility of this type of question that for hydrogen atom, can you write Schrodinger equation? This is one of the beautiful questions that can be created for hydrogen atom. What is to be done? Nothing, sir. Very simple. Just simply repeat the situation. Dou squared psi by dou x squared plus dou squared psi by dou y squared. If you have space, write down after this. Otherwise, you can write here also. No problem. Plus dou squared psi by dou z squared plus 8 pi square m by h square into E minus U. What is U? Potential energy. Go back to previous notes. We have said potential energy is equal to minus Z squared by R. Right? This is for hydrogen atom. Z is equal to 1. Therefore, potential energy is minus E squared by R. So that minus and this minus becomes this. It becomes E squared by R into psi equals to 0. Right. Now, this is supposed to be the equation for hydrogen atom. Now, the question is, sir, what is this? I understood all, but now this dou square psi by dou x square. X, large change in the property of X. Large change dx. Mathematically differentiation of X with respect to something, but in physical meaning is small change. Large change, small change. No. Partial differentiation. Very, very small change. So this physical meaning of this is change. I want to have a measurement of large change. I want to have measurement of small changes. And I want to have measurement of partial change. So dou x, but I am writing dou square x, second differentiation. Okay. Because of this dou square, I am using the language second order differential equation. X square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, as you say. Similarly, dou square psi by dou x square means probability of finding electron along x-axis, chance of finding electron along y-axis, chance of finding electron along z-axis. That means this whole of these three terms indicates probability of finding electron in three-dimensional space along x, y, and z-axis. But problem is of psi. We are satisfied with psi is equal to more than 0, psi is equal to 0, but there is a problem with psi less than 0. For that purpose, what we do, we say that let us define a new property known as psi square. Now the question is, sir, what is psi square? Again, two things, name and meaning. It is known as a probability function. Remember the name properly, probability function. This is the correct name, but some people also use another name known as probability density. Okay, now what is the physical meaning of this? Physical meaning of this one is, this indicates chance of finding electron, probability of finding electron per unit volume. Yes, per unit volume, right? So now if you take psi square, what some of the books or some of the authors says, okay, negative into negative is positive, therefore psi square is positive. No, no, it is not the correct explanation. Remember, in physics we say that intensity, right? Intensity is directly proportional to square of the amplitude, right? This we learn in second year physics. Intensity is proportional to square of the amplitude. What is the square of the amplitude? Psi square. Now psi square is indicating intensity. What is the meaning of intensity? Go back to photoelectric effect. There I have said one property that uh, intensity means how many number of photons are made to fall per unit cross section area of the metal surface. Listen carefully. I am taking two sentences. Intensity means total number of photons made to fall per unit cross sectional area. Total number of photons made to fall per unit cross sectional area. Sir, total number of photons made to fall is nothing but total number of photons available. Yes, made to fall means available at that time. And what is availability? Availability is probability. Availability is probability, right? Therefore, yes, psi square gives you probability of finding electron. That is why we have taken square of psi, but not because minus into minus is equal to plus. Yes, some of the people say like this, but remember, this gives you chance of finding electron per unit volume. Sir, what is the meaning of per unit volume? Come on, rule number one. Chance of finding electron, for finding rule number one, per bench. Per bench. Chance of finding electron in roll number one in the whole class. Chance of finding electron of roll number one in the whole campus building. Are you able to understand the difference between all of this? Yes. Suppose, for example, one boy has a habit of sitting on the first position of the first bench. Then you can say, sir, probability of finding roll number one on the first bench, first position is maximum. Suppose one boy has a habit of sitting anywhere, first bench, second bench, third bench, right bench, left bench, any bench, then you can say, sir, probability of finding electron, student number one is maximum in the classroom. He will not be there outside the classroom. Then suppose, for example, the lunch interval is available. Probability of finding students in the classroom, zero. They are away, sir. They are outside. They are sitting and they are eating lunch. That means probability per unit volume means per specific space. 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. A small dimension space. As I am saying, one bench, 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 bench like that. Okay. So this is per unit volume. So psi square is having possibility of only two values. Psi square is positive. What is the meaning of that? The space where psi square is positive, electron is available at that particular point. Electron is available at that particular point. Okay, that is known as orbital. Yes, enjoy this point now. Right? What is orbital? Mathematical symbol of orbital is psi square. What is orbital? Go back to quantum numbers. I said orientation of subshell is known as orbital, right? So here in this case, we say something like this. What is that? Orbital is space with maximum probability of finding electron in three-dimensional space, and maximum in the books it is given as 95% time. What we have said, electron is available 95% time at a distance of 0.529. No, sir, it can go beyond that and also below that. Probability of finding electron, probability of finding electron. So this is orbital is nothing but the mathematical symbol of orbital is psi square. Okay, now listen, a beautiful statement. If you are saying that there is a space where you have chance of finding electron, then you can say, sir, there must be also a space where there is no chance of finding electron. For example, in your classroom, chance of finding students on the bench, right side bench, left side bench, anywhere, but on the benches, because we are dealing with sincere students. And suppose, for example, if I say, sir, there is a right side row, there is a left side row, in between there is a space where teacher can go up to the last point. Chance of finding students in that particular space, 0. Okay. Similarly, suppose, for example, I am ringing you and during examination time, I am asking you, roll number 1, where are you? Sir, I am in study room, I am studying. Very good. I got the meaning. Psi square is positive. Second time when I rang up, sir, I am in the kitchen, I am doing my lunch. Yes, I got the meaning. Psi square is positive in the kitchen. Sometimes when I ask you, you have given one typical answer, sir. I am available in between the wall, in the wall between study room and kitchen room. Is it possible? No. But what is wall? Wall is a space of your home, right? Your home has a space which has been built up as wall. You will not be available in that space. That point where psi square is 0 is called node. Maybe nodal point, maybe nodal plane, the wall plane, nodal plane, maybe nodal surface, right? So as you are saying that there is a space where you have chance of finding electron, you should also say, sir, there is a space where there is no chance of finding electron. That space is supposed to have psi value 0. And if psi value is equal to 0, that is called as node. That may be anything, maybe node point, maybe nodal surface, maybe nodal plane. That we'll discuss in our future discussion, right? Once you understand this, then we can say, sir, I got the idea properly with respect to psi square, right? Don't say minus of minus is plus, but we have properly psi square available. Once you understand this, then the question comes, sir, when you are saying psi, again go back to psi. Once you understand psi square, again go back to psi. What is psi? Psi is wave function. Okay. Now see the equation carefully. Go back to your 10th class. Quadratic equation, polynomials. What you said? X square plus px plus c is equal to 0. In that equation, you said one thing. What? Sir, this equation has two roots. Right? In mathematical language, you people say two roots. But if you want to go ahead in a stylish way and understanding the syllabus, your teacher may told you these two roots are called solutions of the equation. For example, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, x is equal to plus 5, x is equal to, say, for example, minus 2. You got these two answers. You have shown to the teacher, teacher, I got two roots, right? 5 plus 5 and minus 3. She will tell you, okay, beta, you got two solutions. What is the meaning of solution? If you substitute the value of plus 5, yes, you can satisfy the equation. And if you substitute the value of minus 3 also, you can satisfy the equation. So in that quadratic equation, there are two roots, right? Now, I am not trying to enjoy the word root. I want to enjoy the word solutions. What is the meaning of solution? Solution means that value satisfies the equation. Fine. Now come back to one more equation. AT square plus BT plus C is equal to 0. Where t is time, where t is time. Now teacher told you, come on, better solve this equation. You solved it. AT square plus BT plus C is equal to 0. There are some numbers in between. You have to substitute the value of plus 5. Yes, you can substitute the value of plus 5. Listen carefully what she will tell you. She will tell you, beta, you got solutions of the equation, point number 1. Then she'll say, beta, out of these two solutions, one solution is acceptable, other solution is not acceptable. You say, sir, teacher, what is the problem? The problem is time cannot be negative. time t is equal to plus 5, it is a solution. Time t is equal to minus 3 is also solution of the equation. But what you said, I think you use the word imaginary root. Are you able to understand that point? Yes. We don't use the language imaginary root. We say, sir, acceptable solution, non-acceptable solution. Therefore, when you see the equation, is it not the equation in terms of psi as variable, right? Rho square psi ax square plus bx plus c, as you are saying, rho square psi plus 8 pi square m of solutions, not two roots, no two solutions. In Schrodinger equation, we are having very large number of solutions, and among all the values of solution, what is the meaning of solution? Value of x, ax square plus bx plus 0. What is the meaning of solution? Value of psi. Okay, this is the equation of psi. Therefore, we have possible values of psi. Okay, sir, psi is positive, a solution of equation. Psi is equal to 0, solution of equation. Psi is negative, solution of equation. No, sir. Psi is positive, acceptable solution. Yes. Psi is 0, acceptable solution, because they are giving you proper meaning. Psi is negative is non-acceptable solution. It means energy is minus 13.6. Listen carefully and enjoy the beauty of subject. Energy is equal to minus 13.6 into z square by n square by 1. 13.6 by 1. Next, 13.6 by 4. Next, 13.6 by 9. Some of the values are acceptable. Other values in between them, they are also present, but you are not accepting it. Yes, that was called quantization in Bohr's theory. Schrodinger equation also say that some of them are acceptable, some of them are not acceptable, right? So if you are having psi positive and 0, you say acceptable solution. If psi is negative, it is non-acceptable solution. Okay. Now, when you are saying psi, right, remember this psi is used to find out probability of finding electron, but we have one problem with the negative value. Forget about negative value, positive and 0. When we are discussing chance of finding electron, stop. Sir, what do you mean by the word chance of finding electron? Go back to again 10th physics or mathematics. You people say when you are solving the problems of coordinate geometry, x comma y. What is the meaning of that? Along x-axis, this much distance. Along y-axis, this much distance. That means you are trying to trace a point in 2D system. Are you able to enjoy x comma y? But I am discussing about 3D system. Then what I should say? Very simple, sir. You say x comma y comma z. Yes, if I want to talk about probability of finding electron in 3D space, I should know the value of position of electron along x-axis, along y-axis, and along z-axis. But that is not enough. What is required? See here, you can understand it very beautifully. Suppose we are having three-dimensional space. Okay. And I want to trace the position of electron. This is origin. Here we are having x-axis, and here we are having, say for example, y, and it is z-axis. Nice. Somewhere here you are having electron. Okay, let us take the point. Somewhere here, join it like this. What is this nonsense? Okay, somewhere here there is a position of electron. Yes, here we have position of finding an electron, say for example p. Now our question is, what are requirements? Very simple, sir. Requirement is I should know the values of x comma y and z. What is the meaning of this? Along this much distance, along x-axis, electron is present. Along y-axis, along z-axis, electron is present. No, sir, don't say present. Probability of finding electron along x-axis, probability of finding electron along y-axis, because we then this is not sufficient, because apart from this you should also talk about some angular displacement. Yes, sir. Where is it? vector OP with respect to z axis. It is called theta, theta. And then draw a projection of line OP in XY plane, this is XY plane, and measure the angle of that projection made with x-axis, This angle is known as phi. Not necessary for you in advanced examination, it is possible, but first of all, let us think about what we can talk in terms of mains examination. This is known as phi, phy, right? This was theta, this was psi, this is phi, not phi, okay. Now this is known as zenith angle. Zenith means top, peak position. Zenith of Himalaya, for example, zenith angle. And this is azimuthal, yes, quantum number discussion. Azimuthal angle. Okay. Now, once you're having this one, then the question is, sir, if I know the value of, listen carefully, if I know the value of x comma y comma z, theta and phi, then I may be able to understand probability of finding electron in three-dimensional space. Now, as I have given you example, you are available in study room, you are available in the kitchen, you are available in the bedroom, but you are never available in the wall made between the two rooms. Exactly in a similar way, it's logical that when you are saying there is a chance of finding electron in space, you should also say there must be a place, there must be a space where there is no chance of finding electron. Yes, that is known as node. And therefore, when we are discussing there is a probability along x-axis, there must be also a probability along x-axis where there is no chance, zero chance of finding electron, right? That is we have defined as node. Therefore, with respect to this, we have two things. One is probability, one is no probability. Probability along x-axis, lengthwise, radius, right? Along y-axis, lengthwise. Along z-axis, lengthwise, it is called radial probability. Radial probability. If you talk about theta, angular probability. Therefore, this psi is having two components. One is known as radial component, one is known as angular component. How to describe that one? That we'll discuss in the next class. Till then, first of all, write down all this, and that will stop here. Sequence may be different. You may understand, you may not be under, you may be under tension, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Just simply refer the notes. Go ahead, go ahead. Phi is not radial probability. Phi is azimuthal angle. Here, see the name. What is radial probability? I have not discussed. That is tomorrow it will come. That is, phi is called azimuthal angle. Theta is called zenith angle. There are names. Probability I'll discuss tomorrow. Those who have finished, please go to prayers. Those who have finished, please go to prayers. No, now it is not repeated, but it will not be repeated in second year because it's over now, right? Therefore, I am discussing in complete systematic way. It will not be repeated. Never, never. It's over, but it's going on. I have explained photoelectric to everybody, but only problems are left out. Suhail, only problems are left out, बेटा. वो भी मैं करवा रहा था, आप लोग आंसर्स रिस्पॉन्स नहीं दे रहे थे, मैं रोक दिया था. प्रॉब्लम concept theory I have explained very well, completely systematically. Only problems are left. कुछ बच्चे रहते हैं क्लास में, लेकिन बहुत ज्यादा है. Is it over? Shall I pack up? Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.